Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina with some super important updates for our summertime strategy and for especially the first half of June here, guys. So this is probably the second hardest video I've ever had to make, right behind the video where we were announcing that we were closing due to coronavirus. Definitely some difficult news here, guys. I hope everybody understands this is not something we wanted to do. It's something we got to do. So here goes. So we have talked about our capacities. We have talked about the fact that we are unfortunately forced to follow these regulations and rules. And basically right now, how it works is we're under this phase plan. So until we reach phase 3, governor has to announce it. We reach phase 3, then the county has to approve it. Until we reach phase 3, social distancing is required. So because of that, we have to limit capacities on our trips in order to try our best and do our best to provide that social distancing in order to continue to operate trips. At least we're open and at least we're operating trips. But it really stinks that we have to limit people and turn people away and tell people they can't join us. But long story short, we're sticking to our capacity limitations for the first half of June. So from today until June 16th, we are going to be under those capacity limits that we have on our website right now. That means 35 people max on 39 and 44-hour trips, 12 people max on 12-hour extreme trips, 35 people max on 10 hours, 40 people max for half-day trips. This really sucks. That's the only way to place it, guys. This is going to be one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, is to have to call people and say, hey, sorry, you can't join us. It's going to be tough, and I've been losing sleep over this. I've been really stressed, dealing with a lot of anxiety over this issue. I hope everybody out there understands having to call someone and tell them they can't join us because of some capacity limitations set forth by the federal government is literally something I would have never expected to have to do as a business owner. This is unprecedented, historic times. At least we're able to be open, and at least we're offering trips. So that's a little bit of some positive news, but yes, this is gonna really hurt. We're closed for almost 40 days. Now we're finally coming into our super busy summertime season. We lost our super busy springtime season absolutely completely. Now we're coming into our busy summertime season. We're gonna have to call people on these trips that were full and cut people down to accommodate these capacity limitations. So again, this is the last thing we want to do. This is the worst thing we have to do, but we have to follow these capacity regulations. We have to try to keep the Hubbard's Marina family, our fishing friends, our clients safe as possible, and we have to try to our best to stay open. And the way we can do that, guys, is by following regulations, by following the rules set forth by the federal government, the state government, the county government, the city government. We have to honor that social distance, guys. So we are going to be calling you if you are one of those people that have a trip booked. Eric Hume, why use the F word, and why would I have a mask on, bro? I'm outside in the open air and there's no one around me. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. That was just a ridiculous comment, Eric Hume, and get off our page, bro. I mean, what the heck, man? I don't need a mask. I'm outside, no one's around me, bro. Man, that's a good example of why we have to do what we're doing, because our boats go out here and someone takes a photo or someone calls and we could be put out of business. And this is the way I feed my infant son. This is the way our family has survived for nearly 100 years. So we really got to do our best to protect you guys, to protect us, to protect our family. And it sucks. It's gonna really, really suck to do this. This is, again, the last thing we want to do, but I hope everybody understands. Remember, If you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too busy. We do have some 39-hour trips and some 12-hour extreme trips towards the end of July with less than 35 people on the 39, with less than 12 on the extremes. So you can book those trips if you want, guys, because any trip that is under those new capacity limits, you can still book. Any trip in July, August, or anywhere in June, July, August, any trip that has basically any trip June, July, and August, we're limiting capacity to those limits. And if we reach phase 3 and we're able to open up more limits, we will be calling you and announcing that hey, we're back to full capacity once we reach phase 3. We got to reach phase 3 in order to reach full capacity. Right now we're in phase 1, so for June, July, and August, we're going under these capacity limits tentatively. We're only calling and canceling people off for the first 16 days in June, because we know we're not getting into phase 3 from phase 1 in the first 16 days of June, unfortunately. So those trips, the first 16 days of June, are the only ones where we're going to call and cancel people off. For the end of June, for all of July, August, we're just going to limit capacities. We're not going to take any more reservations on those trips that might be reaching that capacity, because we don't want to have to call more people and take them off our trips. So that's what we're doing right now, guys. Hopefully everybody understands, and I would appreciate any understanding or flexibility you guys can provide. Remember, fishing spots, fishing bunks, none of that's guaranteed. Make sure you go onto our website, hubbardsmarina.com. Right on the top, you see that green banner of all our virus policy and procedures. Check it out. Make sure you're familiar with it before you come out and see us. And we'll see you soon inside Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina, y'all. Tight lines, and have a good one, y'all.